What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Now, this ain't gonna be a long introduction because what I'm about to talk about is gonna be a pretty lengthy video. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get straight into the...
She don't need a man, no. This for little mama with the cute lips. Nails done and she got a new wig. She don't need a man, need her own shit. She don't need a loan, make her own tips.
Y'all. Now, judging by the title, I know y'all like, what are you talking about? Scammer? What? Yes. Hey, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's this series that this channel does. I don't even know his name or anything, but it's this series that this channel does. He interviews different people on what they call Skid Row, and it's like crackheads, prostitutes, heroin addicts, and all of them seem to have like a similar story. Especially like the prostitutes, is like they grew up in the home where they were getting molested, raped, or abused, and that's all the life that they knew, and they ended up on Skid Row. That's what they're doing to this day. They just live every day to get by, to get drugs and alter their mind so they don't have to think about all the bad stuff that they've been through. And it was this one in particular interview that I'm talking about, and her name is Kelly. In other words, her real name is Quiera. So, y'all, when I first watched this interview, I felt so bad. Like, the stuff that she was saying was just, like, out of this world. Like, it wasn't like any other interview that's on that channel. It was like, wow, like, and you're only 21. Like, the stuff that she said that she's been through, and she's only 21, I really felt bad for her. And toward the middle, I was crying because toward the end, she was like, yeah, I always think about killing myself. Probably when I go back to sleep in my tent right now, I'm gonna kill myself because it's around Christmas time. I don't have no family. And I was just like, come be in my family. You can have Christmas with me. Like, that's all I was thinking. Like, I felt so bad for this girl, especially her only being 21. I'm 24, about to be 25, and I couldn't imagine going through even one of the days that she been through. So I thought, now y'all, we're gonna get into it and we're gonna break down some of the stuff she said. So first of all, like I told y'all, I felt bad, and I really wanted to, I saw that it was a donation page, sure. So I did donate a small amount of money to her because I wanted her to have a fighting chance. Like, I could tell it was something about her in that video where I just felt like she wanted to change her life, but everything, all odds was against her. So they had started a GoFundMe page to just help her get on her feet, help her get out of the tent, and, you know, help her build something to help her build. She had ended up getting $20,000 worth in donations, and I felt so good. I was like, yes, like they did an update video. I felt real good. I was like, yeah, she looks good. Which in the video, she did not look bad. She did not look like the other, not trying to be shady, but she looked like a typical crackhead prostitute. That's like the other interviews that he had done previously. So I was like, yeah, she got a fighting chance. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, girl, get it. Then I found out I got played. And this is when I got mad. And first of all, I didn't want to believe that I got played, because I was like, people always talk about somebody trying to scam them, like, calm down. But this girl really pulled the wool over all our eyes. And I don't know if the guy that does the interviews, if he was in on it, because he does pay the different people, the people he does the interviews with, he does give them like $100 or something like that to do an interview with him. But he's put those in some of his videos that he does pay some of them to do the interview. But I don't see that as a bad thing, because I mean, if you want me to come on your channel and talk about my life, and you're gonna make money off of my story, then yeah, you should pay me. Whether they're using the money for drugs, anything, like, I mean, I'm giving you my story. for a price, you know? So I didn't find that like too bad. Some people was like, he's paying those people to do that, which, okay, I don't know any person that's gonna come on camera and tell their life story for free, something that's sentimental and dear to their heart, like, and you're gonna make money off my story. Like, I want a little piece too. But okay, so if you have not watched the interview that I'm in reference to, please pause this video and go watch it. Pause the video, go watch it, and then we gonna get into why I feel like she scammed us. Okay, so first of all, now that you're back, in the video, she said, if y'all see me look down, it's because I wrote down some notes because I wanted every point. I want y'all to get every point. Okay, so in the video, she said, okay, so I'm gonna roll the clip.
She lost me again due to abuse. She abused me again, and she lost me. I had webs everywhere, like everywhere, purple webs everywhere. And then I got took away, and that's when I was in foster care, and my first time ever getting molested, at least to my memory, that's the first recollection I can remember. And it's crazy with that recollection because that was something that I always would remember or think that I know exactly what happened. I will always think certain things to myself, like just on that particular age. I would think like, because I know exactly what he did to me. I remember him coming in the door. I remember everything. Me and my foster mom were just watching a movie. He walked in drunk. He had a cup of alcohol in his hand. And, you know, he pretty much like asked me to come into the room or whatever. And with me being 5 years old, you know, I'm not expecting this or whatever. So like, he just grabbed me up and like covered my face and told me to be quiet and just did it. And it was just like blood everywhere. I was screaming. She came in. This is how the police was called. She came in and she was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He hit her. But I guess I found out later that they had already history of abuse problems in their relationship. So this is why she never cared about him continuing to do it. But like I said, I will have memories in my head of certain things as I'm getting older, and I'm like, why?
Okay, so like y'all see in that clip, in the clip she said, I'm gonna just sum up that whole thing. She said she was abused at 2 months by her mom. She got taken away from her mom and went to her grandma. After she went to her grandma, why did she stay at her grandma? That was my question. Why did you get took from your grandma? But then her grandma, after she left her grandma, she ended up going back with her mom. She went back with her mom at 5, and then her mom abused her again. And then, but this was a couple years later. So then, she left again. No, she went back to her mom at 2, and then her mom abused her again. So she went to foster care at 5. Now, she said, I think I'm gonna insert a clip here because I don't know if that other clip showed this part, but insert clip here. Now, this is where the story gets really like, what are you talking about? So when she went to her first foster home, she said this is when she first got raped. This was at 5 years old. Now, 5-year-olds do get raped. Girls, males younger than that get raped. I'm not doubting that at all. But this is what I'm doubting. She said that he called her in the room. He raped her, did all that. You know, horrific. But then she said, yeah, the foster mom busted in the room. She called the cops. But then she hurried up to another part of the story because she never said, did the cops come? And then she said all this stuff was documented in her paperwork with her caseworker. So why weren't you immediately taken from that foster home? Why wasn't he took to jail? Because mind you, she said she went back to that house and got raped several times. So why weren't you, if the cops were called, it's documented in your paperwork. You should have been immediately my mom is a social worker, so I noticed that. You should have immediately been took from their home. That man should have went to jail. He should have been charged. Everything should have been, you should have got, that should have happened that one time, and you should have got to a safer environment. Then she goes on to say she's been to 24 different foster homes.
A few of my foster homes were good, but then I would go to, and it'll be another foster parent that likes to, you know, rape and molest. Like, I was 7. I don't know if you could see these on my sides, but my foster dad, he actually duct taped me to a chair, and he pretty much screws in my ear, and then he pulled them out, and like, you put screws. And the small ones, he screwed them with a screw gun. He screwed them with a screw gun, and not all the way in, but he's just a sick fact. He screwed them in my ears, and now I have permanent marks here. They've been here ever since.
Now, I don't know about where y'all from, but the state is not going to move you to 24 different foster homes, especially if you get foster homes that are, she said some of the foster homes work good. So if a foster home is good, why are they moving you from that foster home? They're gonna move you if you're in danger or you're not getting taken care of properly. Why would they move you from different foster home to foster home to foster home if one of the foster homes is doing what they have to do for you? So that was another thing I was looking like, girl. But then she said she wasn't going to, she dropped out of high school. She said she dropped out of high school. Mind you, there's pictures, and I'm gonna insert them. There's pictures of her in high school with different people. She says that she didn't know none of her family, but here's a picture with her mother and her grandmother and everyone, the same mother that abused her. Then she goes on to say, so this is the kicker. She said she left at 11, and she said she ran away at 11. She ran away at 11. She was tired of the abuse. She was tired of everything. So she ran away at 11. At 11, this pimp, I guess, picked her up, and this pimp started selling her. Now, in the video, look at this picture. Now, if you look at this picture, she has her nails done. Even I need a feel. She has her nails done. She has braces. And it just done everything. Now, if you look at these other pictures of the other interviewers that's living in tents on Skid Row and trying to get their fix, mind you, she said she was on crack drugs. So the last thing you're going to be worried about is getting your nails done, getting your edges laid, and getting braces in your mouth. And even in the, what is it called? Even in the update video where she was like, I'm doing good, all that. She was like, yeah, I got so much debt to pay off. I'm so grateful for this money that everyone donated. I got so much debt to pay off. How you got so much debt to pay off? You ran away at 11 and been with a pimp ever since. How you got so much debt to pay off? She said, yeah, I got a almost a $4,000 AT&T bill. What the pimp give you a phone for? Mind you, the pimp could have put braces in her mouth, could have put, you know, all this in her mouth. But from the way she tell it, she was in trunks, riding around in trunks. He had her, and she got pregnant by this Mexican guy. It was a stillbirth, and this recently happened. Like, she said this was like no less than a year ago from the time she was telling this interviewer this. So I'm like, but in all this time, you had time to rack up an AT&T bill, get braces, get your nails done, but your pimp was treating you so poorly. And I don't know what age she said that she got away from the pimp. I don't even know if she said she got away from the pimp, but if she did, I will insert the clip here. But yeah, she said that she's living in a tent as we speak. This is like her current situation. She was living in a tent. She barely had time to eat, always suicidal. Only thing get her through is doing drugs, and she don't have nobody. She just want to die because she don't have nobody. In the video, and I just want to come in and say she did have people. And when she said that she wasn't gonna have nobody on Christmas, these are picture proof that she had somebody before Christmas and after Christmas. She has a whole boyfriend and wasn't living in the tent, because here's pictures of her in apartments. And when I tell y'all, I felt so played, so hurt. I was just like, dang, like, it's really horrible people out here in the world. Like, it just goes to show you, don't help nobody. Like, I felt so bad, like, and I have a big heart, like, and it takes a lot for me to cry. I don't just go around just crying for no reason, but hearing her story and everything she's been through, it sounds like she just never had a fighting chance. Like, everything from the jump, the start of her life was just horrible, 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 horrible. Like, she never, it seemed like she didn't have no light at the end of the tunnel. And the stuff that she was explaining, I don't think, no, like, you got to be a strong, strong individual to endure stuff like that. And it's actually other people who got interviewed who actually had to deal with stuff like that. And for her to come on and just say this, for her to come on and say this just outrageous, outlandish lie, it just really, y'all, my eyelashes making my eyes look weird. But yeah, y'all, it just, it shows me that you really still gotta be skeptical with people in the world, because it's just people who want money, live and fight for the love of money, and it just is what it is. They'll do and say anything to get it. I just really hope she finds help. I really hope that she finds some repentance, some peace within herself, because for you to even think of something like that and say that it happened to you when it's actually happening to other people, like, it's got to be something wrong with you. But y'all comment down below. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the whole situation. Let me know if you watched the video. Let me know if at first you believed her, because I know it was 2 million people who watched that video, so I know I'm not the only one that felt some type of way, donated and did all that, you know. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This was more of just a rant because she had me feeling some type of way. I've been feeling some type of way about this for a couple of days, and I wanted my subscribers to hear me on this situation. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this with your auntie, your uncle, and everybody. And I'll see y'all in my next video.
She don't need a man, need her own shit. She don't need a loan, make her own tips. Get it, yeah, get it, get it, get it.